Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is from one of the finest, in my estimation, craft beer breweries in the country of Japan, and that is Kyoto Brewing Company. And I think I probably reviewed more of their beers than from any other brewery. They keep putting out all kinds of interesting things, exploring, pushing the boundaries, and they do have a series of flagship beers, but the interesting ones for me are the ones that come in their different series of beers. Kyoto Brewing was founded in 2015 by 3 foreign residents of the city, an American man and a Canadian man and a Welshman. And they had been friends earlier when they first came to Japan. They were working together and became good friends. And the one that I knew earliest was the head brewer, who at that time was a home brewer, and he used to come to beer sampling sessions that we would have, bringing his home brew, and we would sample it and talk to him about it, and he improved measurably. From time to time, he would bring just amazing beers. He later studied brewing in the U.S., and he did an internship at Lost Abbey in California, and then came back to Japan. He worked at one of the better breweries in Japan, Shiga Kogen, in Nagano Prefecture. And they opened their brewery in 2015, and right away they were named the best new brewery in Japan by Rate Beer. For that year. And then in 2019, they were rated the best brewery in Japan of all breweries, some 400 or so breweries at that time. They have a tap room in Kyoto, and it is open on weekends, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday now. Still a little bit limited by coronavirus, so they have, I think, only drinking or takeaway. But eventually, or maybe now they haven't moved back to it. I haven't been there for a while, but maybe move to drinking outside and eventually back inside as well. They have 3 main flagship beers. If you go on their website, you can see what they are, and a number of series, which are very interesting. They have a Kimagure series, which comes out every season, spring, summer, fall, and winter, and generally an IPA or a session IPA, something like that. And more recently, they've made their Kodama series, which is a series of barrel-aged beers. Later, I'll review several of those as well. On Rate Beer, they have about 220 beers. When I last checked, the average rating was something like 3.72, which is pretty high for a brewery. That's out of 5, 3.72. So we're going to take a look at a nice beer from Kyoto Brewing. Please stay tuned. And here we have another beer from Kyoto Brewing Company. And this is called Citric Charge, in Japanese,爽快柑. And this is a sour or wild flavored beer, fruit sour, I guess they call it a fruit sour. On Red Beer, it's called a sour or wild flavored ale. It's a 6%er and 0 IBUs, and we'll get to that in a second. This is part of their Iridescence series, and Kyoto Brewing, of course, has many different series of beers, and the Iridescence series is designed to be a good introduction to people who have not had sour beers, or perhaps even don't like sour beers. And I count myself as kind of one of those people. And so it's designed to balance the kind of lactic tartness that is a feature of a sour beer with fruit sweetness, to balance it out and to make it a much more easy drinking beer. So some of you may know something like Cascade in Portland, Oregon, or a variety of other breweries who make pucker monsters. There's so much lactic tartness that you just can't really get the beer flavor. I mean, I was at Cascade Brewing once, and trying short glasses of that, and the guys next to me were downing them like shots, and they said that's the only way to get it, get it past your, your palate. In any case, called Kyoto Brewing Citric Citric Charge, and this beer is made with a Pilsner malt, no hops, and American ale yeast. And the other ingredient is Oro Blanco juice, and Oro Blanco is a citrus fruit, which is similar to kind of similar to a grapefruit. So it does have some added salt, I believe. Yeah, it's added salt as well, and yuzu juice. So yuzu juice and salt added to the Oro Blanco juice as well. So let's give this a go, shall we? As I said, I'm not a big sour beer fan, which kind of puts me on the outs with the beer crew I used to hang with a lot. They're sour fans, and I never have been much of a one. Tend to be more of a pale ale or IPA kind of guy, old school. In any case, this is a very hazy, very light kind of pastel yellow, almost maybe some brown tones to it. Okay, do get the citrus right away. Kind of a very light sort of grapefruit, actually more yuzu like. It's tart enough, but definitely the fruitiness comes through. You can see they are trying to make some balance here. Yuzu is a mild, very mild kind of citrus fruit. Very popular, becoming very popular in many places these days. In Japan, it's been used for, centuries, as far as I know. And yeah, you find it in a lot of different things now. This is pleasant, light, small lactic tingle. It doesn't have the strong sour beers have this sort of retronasal thing that, kind of explodes in your sinuses and then, goes away. And that's the thing I really don't care for, but this one does not do it. Very pleasant, light, nice. And yeah, so give this one a go if you happen to find it. It may still be for sale on their website. I think some other beer resellers in Japan certainly will have it. And so give it a go. Try it out. And let me know what you think, okay? Again, leave me a comment if you like. And subscribe to the channel, okay? Take care.